From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
All American News brings you our people's contribution to America and freedom.
A loaded troop ship made a surprise move, pulled into port for mail. The Adjutant General's office arranged this. Eager hands reach out. Nothing takes the place of mail from home. Love and kisses from Mom. This mail was received at the port of embarkation in the United States for men already departed, so it was flown to Honolulu, arriving before the GIs.
Homer S. Brown, Pittsburgh lawyer, member of the legislature, militant leader of the NAACP. First Negro on the Pittbsburgh Board of Education. He is a fighting legislator in Pennsylvania.
In the good old summertime, municipal pools are the mecca for city dwellers. These girls have learned the healthful art of swimming. Oops, my dear. Cities throughout the nation have learned that the municipal pool is an essential recreation device, one making for clean sport and good health.
Here's the main dormitory and a new boys' dormitory. Store of vast supplies. There is everything for the boys, boys of Hope Haven. Plenty of livestock, too, on this huge farm in Hanover County, Richmond, Virginia. Hope Haven was started in 1939 as a receiving home for the state's delinquent boys. Mr. and Mrs. Fred Tharp own the farm, and the boys run it themselves. There is plenty of time for fun and facilities for recreation. Now it's roundup time, and what fun! The kids love this sport. Hope Haven is a great place. Fine cattle and horses are bred on the 500-acre farm. Executives of Hope Haven. Not much supervision is needed. The honor system works at Hope Haven.
I'd like to tell you about some heroes I know. The colored soldiers in service units didn't make the headlines. For them, it was hard, thankless work. But if they didn't get the supplies through, our armies couldn't win. I've seen them working in trucking outfits, toiling and sweating in summer over battered, dusty roads of France and Italy, sloshing in mud and ice in winter, often under enemy fire. But always the supplies got through. I've seen them in port battalions, toiling day and night to unload the vital supplies. And these men were not watching the clock. I've seen the engineers perform miracles under fire, building roads, building bridges, airfields, forever buildings. Sometimes they had to stop to bury their dead, but they always came back to build for victory. And I'd like to tell you about our infantry, the 92nd Division in Italy. I was with the 370th Regiment when it captured the quaint old city of Lucca with its 75,000 population. Captain Charles F. Gandy's courageous Company F spearheaded this victory. He led his men to the liberation of Lucca in the name of the United States Army. Later in the Italian campaign, Captain Gandy was killed in action. He died where he always was, at the head of his company. 4 battalions of artillery, manned by Negro soldiers, backed up our infantry in the important west coastal sector of Italy, accurately blasting enemy positions in those cruel mountains. After seeing these artillerymen in action, General George C. Marshall, Chief of Staff, United States Army, said they were, quote, magnificent, unquote. From the Serchio Valley to the Tyrrhenian Sea, our infantrymen fought and died in mud and mountains, and the lazy little Serchio River still is tinted with the blood of Negro soldiers. These fighting men were not failures. The Germans thought they did a pretty good job, and I know they did a pretty good job. I saw them do it.
The troop ship Noah Webster steams into port in New York. It carries 750 veterans of the Third Army, home for a 30-day furlough. The ship's mascot poses. And the Red Cross, always on the job, distributes refreshments. Good old coffee and sinkers. These men are truck and jeep drivers, ammunition passers, and in general service supply units. Home for a while, then the Pacific is next.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.